Hi, tonight I want to talk to you about a very powerful book that I just finished reading. It's called The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Solja. It was written in 1999, so there are some parts of it that are a bit dated, but not to the point where you can't still enjoy the story. When it came time for me to pick a passage to share with you, it was a little challenging because the language in it is kind of intense. It's the story of a young girl, Winter, who grew up in the projects of Brooklyn. And needless to say, the language in it reflects just the harsh realities of that type of setting. So let me give you a little backstory so that you know what's going on in the passage I'm going to share with you. Winter is getting kind of rescued by a young man named Midnight. And so she kind of has a crush on him, but because he works for her dad, he's not very interested in her. Her dad is actually the kind of drug kingpin in the neighborhood, and he runs all of the drug dealing that's going on in the projects in Brooklyn. And so this is told from Winter's point of view. The air in the car was crisp and clean smelling. The stereo was so fly it sounded like the band was playing the music live in the back seat. He wasn't saying nothing, but that was all right. I was used to his strange silence. It didn't make me mad. It made me want him more. I knew our lovemaking would be good just based on his mysteriousness. I opened my coach bag and pulled out my little mirror. He wasn't paying me no mind. I tilted the mirror to the side angle so I could look at his face without him realizing that I was looking. He was black, all right, beautiful. His long, thin nose and big, thick lips mounted his white teeth, white like those t-shirts he wore in the summertime. Suddenly, it seemed, the music was abruptly interrupted by the loud and aggravating voice of Sister Solja on the radio. I leaned up and reached for the button to change the station when Midnight intercepted my hand, saying, "Don't touch my shit." I sucked my teeth, rolled my eyes, and sat stiff while Solja went on to talk about some black struggle. I thought. If there is some kind of struggle going on, she must be the only one in on it. Everybody I know is chillin', just trying to enjoy life. She, on the other hand, with these Friday and Saturday night comments, busting up the radio hip-hop flavor mix, is the only one who is always uptight. I had every reason to take it personal. She started talking about how young black drug dealers are the strong black men in the community, but need to change their line of business because it's destroying the community. As far as I'm concerned, Solja is just somebody who likes to hear herself talk. She obviously didn't know the time because the drug dealers don't destroy nothing. If there weren't people online to buy the product, then there wouldn't be no business. No drug dealer I know ever forced anybody, not one person, to take drugs. People do it voluntarily. They do it by choice. And this novel is all about the choices that the characters are facing, whether it's Winter trying to figure out what to do when the world that she believed in comes crashing down around her, or Midnight trying to figure out how to change the path that he seems to be on. It really did capture me in ways that I was very surprised just by how much I started caring for the characters that were in this book. It's very, very moving and illuminating about what it could be like to grow up in the ghettos.